Star 94.1.
Hey friends, it's me Alyssa and I'm back with Live in Local Atlanta. I'm here with my incredible friend Tom West. He's the executive director of the Atlanta Ballet and he is talking all things ballet this holiday season. You guys have the Nutcracker, you've got some really great things going on with that, and we're going to take a little sneak peek into 2024. Thank you, Tom, for joining me today. I'm so excited. Let's dive right into it. What's happening with the Nutcracker?
We opened the Nutcracker at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center in just a few weeks on December the 9th, and we'll be running in through December 26th. It is one of the largest Nutcrackers in the country. It is definitely the largest one in the region. We have a full orchestra performing Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite, and the production was reimagined in 2018 with these magnificent sets. There is a chair that's almost 23 feet tall. The cabinet that the Nutcracker is in is 3 stories tall. There are projections, and it's really an incredible production that was reimagined for a kind of contemporary theatrical experience.
That is so incredible. When I hear a chair is 5 times the height of me, I mean, I'm 5'3", but just rounding down for the sake of rounding down and rounding up for the sake of rounding up. But it's so incredible. A lot of people don't realize, especially when they're seated in an audience, and you don't realize how big certain stage props are. And it's so incredible to hear just the liveliness and larger than life size these props are. Mm-hmm. Now I have to ask, there's a little bit of something special and extra that goes into the Nutcracker happening kind of in the lobby. Can we start there? Let's start with somebody's experience in the lobby.
Absolutely. When you arrive at the Cobb Energy Center, we have created a kind of winter wonderland. From the time you pull up, there are special installations in front of the building. We have a wall of snowflakes coming down that 4 stories that are the interior of the theater. And then in the lobby, there are photo opportunities. There's a Santa chair. There's some step and repeat family and date night photo opportunities. And then our friends at Cobb Energy Center have put together a kind of special smorgasbord of holiday treats that you can buy. They have this marshmallow thing in a cup that is unbelievable, and other kinds of cookies and kettle corn and all kinds of fun things. So it's a really fun time for the family, even before you go into the theater.
I love marshmallows, so I don't care about anything else you just said. I'm like, marshmallow?
Yep.
So I'm so excited. I think it's so great that you put together such a wonderful experience. The Nutcracker is such a great story for the holidays, and it's so fun and lively, and I love to hear that it's been reimagined, and you're really just amping up the story and bringing people who've seen it when they're a child, bringing them back to see it in a whole new way, in a whole new light. Now, I want to talk about just everything else you guys have going on for the entire holiday season. You have the Nutcracker. You have, all these great opportunities to see the Nutcracker. We actually did a ticket giveaway a couple weeks back, so I'm so excited that our Star listeners get to be able to enjoy that experience. With this whole holiday season, winter season, what is the one thing you would say you're most looking forward to having the fan experience?
I love opening night. I just think there's a special magic that's in the air, in the evening. It's getting cold out. And so when a whole family comes together and it's a little darker outside, you see the big theater lit up, and the dancers are so excited to be back on stage with the Nutcracker. Again, this is a relatively new production, but we have dancers who come through every year. Like, we get new company members every year. So for many of them, it's the first time they're performing. And what's most exciting for me is the kids who are in the show. In each evening, there are about 40 kids in each cast. And over the course of the run, there are 205 local children who are in our production of the Nutcracker. So to see them come back, the ones that play the little chicks, to the party scene kids, to the ones that play the mice, with the Mouse King, to see their excitement backstage is really, really thrilling. And then you see their parents out front who are so proud.
Wow, that is so incredible. I didn't realize how many cast members are part of the Nutcracker. Now, I want to ask, what's kind of the behind the scenes, the overhaul? When do you start putting this whole production into effect? What day does that start for you?
Oh, January.
Of the year before.
Of the year before. We start working on getting tickets and everything set up. By the time we get to the summer, we are going back to the sets and being sure that all the repairs are done, that everything works well. And by the time we get to September, we're auditioning the kids, and we've begun rehearsals for the full company and Atlanta Ballet too, who are also in the production. So it is a year-round production for us, and it is the mainstay of the company. It's the success of the Nutcracker really drives what we're able to do the rest of the year, because it is the one place where we are able to generate a little bit of money that helps us do some of the things that we do just because they're good for the community.
Absolutely, and I truly love that. I love, how much Atlanta Ballet really plays such a large part in our community and everything it has to offer. And I hear time and time again how people get so excited to see the Nutcracker. I know I saw it when I was a kid, when I was a little girl. I remember when I first moved here to Georgia, going with my mom and my sister to see it. And it's so exciting to hear that it's got a brand new look, like you were mentioning. And, it really, again, brings back the old viewer and shows them something new in a different way, in a different light. I want to talk about, what some of the stuff looking ahead into 24. What's on the program? What can people look forward to?
We have an incredibly exciting spring. We have 5 world premieres, 1 North American premiere, and then a very, very popular contemporary ballet. In February, we are doing the North American premiere of a piece that we co-commissioned with 2 other companies, with the Hong Kong Ballet and the Queensland Ballet in Australia, on the life of Coco Chanel.
Wow,
And
that sounds fun.
It's amazing. She's a very complicated figure. Most people know her fashion or the fragrance, Chanel No. 5. What they don't know is what a complicated person and what a fascinating story she had in creating that fashion and perfume empire. She was not necessarily the nicest person. She was raised in an orphanage south of Paris, and as a young woman went into being a showgirl, essentially, and then started making hats and decided that she wanted to be independent, never relying on anyone. And so she never married, but she had many, many affairs with people, and very wealthy and influential people, from the Duke of Windsor all the way to very wealthy Frenchmen who financed her work. She also, during the Second World War, had an affair with a Nazi SS official and became a Nazi spy. So she did some pretty terrible things too. Went into exile after the war, and then the Jewish family that had financed Chanel No. 5 brought her back to Paris to resume designing in her older ages. So it's a fascinating story. It's a beautiful ballet. And there's a lot to learn from her and from her story. And a lot of things that are really relevant today. So really excited about that. And it's selling really well. Tickets are on sale already. Then we are doing a new production of Cinderella with Atlanta Ballet 2 in March. A new production by Bruce Wells. So we're excited about that. After that, we will do a program called Kaleidoscope that has 2 world premieres on it, one by one of our own company members, Sergio Macera, and that is in March. And then in May, we have a really exciting production. Claudia Schreier, who is a choreographer who is our choreographer in residence. She's had a relationship with us for the last 6 years, is doing her latest world premiere for us. And it is based on a jazz master's work. I can't talk about it quite yet. We're still clearing rights. But it's going to be really exciting. And it's happening in Atlanta's month of jazz. So we're really, really excited about that.
I love that. Can you talk about, for people who don't necessarily understand everything that goes into a ballet? For me, the first time I saw a ballet, I was like, when are they going to start talking? Because I just didn't understand. I was so small back then. I was just a child. Please forgive me, everyone. I was just a kid. But can you talk about kind of the experience and the expectation inside of a ballet for people to truly understand if they've never been to one?
Well, it's definitely important to read the program notes first if it's a story ballet, so you can get the story and you see what's happening on stage. It's a combination of all the art forms, from lighting design and music, and not always just classical music. Like, for example, we've got jazz and we've got contemporary music on the season. But the story ballets, you really kind of want to have a sense of the story so you can follow along, and also enjoy the spectacle, the dancing, the costumes, the scenery, which makes it all that much more exciting. Unless you're going to our family ballet where we have a narrator, which helps. So Cinderella in March, based on the classic fairy tale, is narrated along with it. And then it's only an hour long, so it's really good for a first experience for young audience members.
That is so wonderful. I love that. I mean, for me, I can't remember if it was actually the Nutcracker was my first ballet I ever saw, or if it was one or two. It was either the first or the second one, but like I said, I just remember thinking I was going to go see it like a Broadway show, and I kept asking my mom, when are they going to start talking? She's like, shh, 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 stop talking to the theater. So she definitely had me on that theater etiquette for sure, but I love just the deep level of art and passion that goes into a ballet, and a lot of people, they don't know until they experience it, especially in person, especially the way Atlanta Ballet does it, and I love just how captivating all of your shows are. I do want to go ahead and ask, I don't want to keep you held up, I got to wrap it up soon, but how can people find out more information? Where can they get their tickets if they need tickets? Where can they find out everything about you all?
They can go to www.atlantaballet.com, and you can buy tickets there. You can learn about taking dance classes. We have classes for everywhere from 2-year-olds through adults who have never done ballet in their life, to adults who studied ballet when they were young and just want the physical training and that, the sort of exercise of it. We have all those things. We have a young active social group called the On Point Society. So for people who are young adults who want to take some classes but also want to go to a local brewery and talk about dance and meet new people who love dance that they can go to the theater with. You can also learn a lot more about what we do in the community through our education programs. One of the things that's fun during the holidays is we partner with a number of schools and community centers to provide free dance training across the region. We're in Fulton County schools, we're in Atlanta Public Schools, we are around the area, and I'll be going to the Hollis Innovation Academy to see their young people who train in school. It's part of their school curriculum, and Atlanta Ballet provides all the faculty. I'll be going to watch them do their holiday show, their sort of showcase for their parents and for their friends, which is really fun. It's exciting to see young people get so excited about something new they've learned.
Absolutely. I love that so much, Tom. I'm so excited for everything coming to Cop Energy, everything you've got going on in 2024. I'm super excited for Coco Chanel. That is going to be so amazing. She was a very intense woman, to say the least.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited about that. This is Live in Local Atlanta. I am Alyssa. Make sure you download the free Odyssey app today. That's AUDACY inside the App Store. Once it's already downloaded, you need to favorite Star 94 Atlanta so you can get notified as soon as we have an exclusive conversation just like this one with my friend Tom. And if you want to stay up to date with me, you can give me a follow at itsme_Alyssa D. I'll see you guys next time.
Star 94.1.